Okay, guys, I just want to say thanks very much for working with us on this very first webinar that we've done. And I know it's been an atrocious production. I can promise you, not only will we improve it, but it'll be 100 times better next time. And we will make sure you get a good recording of this, even if we have to redo the whole thing. In fact, more than likely, we'll do that in the next couple of days and get a proper copy to you. Now, I had made a little promise in my advertising out there in terms of getting information out that was one would call earth-shaking type stuff. Well, you know, Katie said a lot of things that have to do with some earth-shaking stuff, but one of the things that wasn't brought up, and that's because I didn't even tell her I was saying it, she knows about this though, is that you should each know that you have absolute power to affect the things in the areas that you are. Wherever you're living, whatever your areas of influence, you have absolute power to affect it. Now with that absolute power comes absolute responsibility. So don't go there trying to bulldoze over everybody, because the funny thing about it, everybody else has absolute power too. However, if you are working for the highest and best for everyone, and you're really into co-creating as opposed to dominating and manipulating, be aware that today you can change anything, including the weather, catastrophes, wars, anything. That's how powerful the number one, you, really are. But you have to keep that in mind and reflect on it a little bit. The reason I say reflect deliberately is because you have to look at yourself, not at anybody else. And remember, wherever you are totally there, and you are completely responsible for everything that's going on around you, whether you think so or not, whether you like it or not. That is empowering when you know it, but it brings a lot of responsibility. Now, I have to tell you that I don't just say that, I live that. And if you've noticed things a little different this year, well, I'm sure there are lots of other people like myself that live what they talk now. The reality is that makes you invincible to anything except yourself. So self-talk, when you can, reach around and pat yourself on the back. Don't break your arm doing it, and tell yourself how good you are at what you do, how responsible, how aware, how awake. And recognize that if you're not aware of everything you're doing every minute of every day, then you're really not awake. You're only telling yourself that you're still sleeping. And sleeping turtles, they get ran over by moving trucks if they're in the middle of the road. So just wanted to pass that little gem on to you, let you know that you really are it. And doesn't matter whether you think so or not, because whatever you think, you are. And you can change whatever you don't like in an instant, twinkling of an eye. I want to say thanks again. Been lovely chatting. I know we're going to work at trying to put this thing together and make it right for you. And anybody, please feel free to email or text or call. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much. Good night.